Yeah, this is the East Coast, Crips of Los Angeles.
What do you guys see? Why is he miming shooting a gun at someone? That seems like a bad idea. Dude, the helicopter's right there.
We thug and strip your homie for all his diamonds. No reminder needed, niggas know me when I step in. Peasky came popping hot shit just like the Reverend.
They have undercovers around here?
Man, that's how this shit get, man. I need that Lowski, you hear me?
OGs from your era, would they be baffled to see
Yes, they're killing each other.
When it comes to gang culture, there's perhaps no place in the country like California. I mean, Cali is like the NFL of gangs, and we are talking about neighborhoods that can have people who are second or third generation members. That's how deep this goes. I want you to imagine how your life might be different if you grew up in a place where your dad, your uncles, your grandpa ran the streets in a gang.
Or like Meek
Mills.
Mills.
One of the most legendary gangs of all time, the Crips, and more specifically, we'll be on the block covering the East Coast Crips. Yes, in California. Now, some of you may be under the impression that all Crips are unified under one umbrella, and maybe they are in prison, and maybe they were back in the day, but today in the streets things have become much more fractionated where you have many different sets. You can have the Rolling Crips, the Hoover Crips, the Gangster Crips, the East Coast Crips, and more. And it's also totally possible that a Crip set can beef with another Crip set. So guys, we dive into this and much more as we hit the streets of South Central
Which is
Los
pretty
Angeles. Stupid.
It's like, I don't know. I don't understand that. Bloods be for bloods. It's like, it's dumb.
All right, folks, we are in South Central Los Angeles. We are looking into the Crips. Now, there are many types of Crips. We're gonna learn more about that. I'm not quite educated myself. This is one of the oldest gangs in America. This is another case where I booked the Airbnb, not the best spot. So we're very close.
I remember
to where
that
we're shooting
video.
today.
He was like,
I think there's just something.
would you work a 9 to 5?
fascinating by the
Could a
gangster
Crip work a 9 to
lifestyle.
5?
And
He's like,
California
yeah,
is the
I'll
big
work a
leagues
9
when
to
it
5
comes
and
to
I'll still
gangsters.
be
A lot of
crippy.
these places, if you are simply born in a particular spot, there is a high probability that you as a young man will be sucked into
LA's
a gang. It's not like an
bro.
election where you get to choose between the
Certain
Packers, the
parts.
Bears, the Detroit Lions. From what I understand, you're born in the neighborhood, that's what you are. So without further ado, let's tap in Los Angeles with the East Coast Crips.
Off the back.
They're flying right over our location. Because they've been circling there for a little bit.
Off the back.
You guys got the helicopter out, question mark? Dude, the helicopter's right there. Oh my God. Los Angeles is a Grand Theft Auto server, dude. I'm just saying.
It really is, though. I want to go one day. Off the back.
Okay, I see you. Good to meet you, I'm Tommy. How you doing, brother? This is Jet Beezy. He's a gangster rapper with the East Coast Crips that sounds like this.
Big cut, he ain't finna run, we gon' strip cut. He ain't trying to get a rollie up, we gon' flip cut.
And he's the one that invited me to come by and say hello to the set.
What is going on over here?
It's crazy how the chains are over
It's
there in
trenches,
LA.
life of the trenches, you feel me?
They all like the same type of chain. Like the little flat gold piece.
Do you know the origin story of the
Crazy.
Crips?
Kind of, yes. Okay, I grew up in Los Angeles, and during the time of my growing up, there were other gangs. There were territorial gangs called the Slossons, the Gladiators, the Businessmen, the Del Vikings, and they were territorials, like for different schools. If you went into their territory, you would either get into a fight, they were fighting, there was no shooting. When 1965 came around, the Watts riots, you know, and then the Black Power culture became relevant. So those gangs came together, and some of them became Black Panthers, okay, for the community.
It's the trenches, right? This is how it is. They hate us. We hate
So can
them
you
too.
give any insight to what is going on over our head right now?
You see that you just stepped on him. He got this.
Trench life. That's all I can say. Trench life.
All right, so I have a few experiences that happened today that I want to talk to you guys about, okay? I grew up in the suburbs. I don't have a lot of idea of what it's like to grow up here, but 3 things happened to me today that made me think maybe I have a small idea, okay? Ops posted my address. I got threats to my house for firebombing. and I have to consider whether I bail a friend out of jail. Is that a small taste of what it's like every day around here?
No, ain't no op posting my address.
Hell no.
Nigga know what come with that.
So would you say ops generally know where each other live, or is it a big mystery?
Shit, nigga, guys, it's a puzzle. Nigga putting this shit together on hood. Niggas know on hood.
Is there a raid? What's going on?
It's a radio call that somebody went over to them.
Okay. So guy with a gun, helicopter. Let's get an eye on the sky and
They
see
do
what's
all
going
of
on.
that for a gun?
And that's a beanbag gun?
Oh, it's a 40 tip.
So it's like a riot gun almost.
Out of control.
You guys are blocked from going back to
doing
your
all that
houses
for
right
a
now?
gun?
He's weird ass. Hey, can I rub
We
your
going
head?
right under this though.
Can I rub your head? I got
They said we got go. Ain't we good? So it was just good to walk down there, now we can't walk down there. Why is that? We don't know.
Trans life once again.
They on bullshit, bro.
Is there ever a situation that you think the community and police could come together better?
No, they don't protect our serve.
Union and the police, yeah, they don't protect their serve.
They
I
don't
mean, at
protect
a
our
certain
serve.
point where, you know, shit get turned.
I'm gonna pull out a top, bro.
My phone died. Let me see.
Donald Trump is now in office. Are you guys a fan of what he's doing? Not a fan?
These guys want to ski right
I
now.
don't really care too much about no Donald
I wonder
Trump.
what's the weather
Do you
today.
care about the Epstein list?
What you mean?
Holy shit. It just occurred to me that these guys may not know what Epstein Island is. Which to me is almost inconceivable. It's like not being aware who the president is or not knowing that there's 12 months in a year. But to me, I feel like this highlights a phenomenon where it's almost like the hood exists in a sealed off pocket of the world where some information just doesn't seem to flow in. So as someone who is passionate about exposing the truth of the Epstein list and will be investigating this story later in Washington, D.C., I felt it was my patriotic duty to give my fellow American brethren the very basics on Epstein. The pedophile island?
I feel like all them people should die.
Yeah, everybody that's doing weird shit like that should die.
Hey, come on, hey,
You talking about people on the alley and fucking kids. Rich people on the island fucking kids.
You haven't heard of the Epstein list?
Yeah, I heard some shit like that. I know nothing about no kids. I heard about Diddy though. Diddy, you Diddy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good video when he pulls up to the DC for that.
Trying to be as honest as possible. Who is the strongest prison gang in California?
Neighbors on hood.
Who's neighbors?
Neighbors, the neighbors. All of us on hood. Neighbors.
Is that like all the Crips United?
All the Crips, yeah. The Rollins, the East Coasters.
So in prison you guys do unite, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. We allies, yeah.
Okay, but what about the Serenios? They're pretty tough, aren't they?
Yeah, we fuck with our Mexicans though on hood. Hell yeah. Like, we used to beef with the Mexicans, but they cool with us. Like, you know, they good peoples.
What about the Aryan Brotherhood?
They cool. They do tattoos and shit sometimes, so we be in there with them.
Can each you one at a time walk me through some
I
of
don't
your
know, I was still a
tattoos you
kid.
got?
I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
EC, that's East Coast.
Slob on hood. The BK.
You know,
blood. Slob nigga.
He just get this on hood.
Like Tony the Tiger earned his
I
stripe,
got
so
my
did you.
BK too on the dead homies. East side.
That means East Side?
That's BK. On hood, slob, on hood, blood killer.
Oh.
On hood. It's the fingers though.
You know how someone's like, everyone already know what the fuck I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
but-
What for the, like, maybe there's someone out there that doesn't?
You gotta go through struggle to get
When you
where
do
you
that-
wanna be.
On hood, like what?
You gotta feel what struggle is.
You gotta go through the motions. On the hood, we all go
Before
through
you
the
get your
motions.
first
Ups
million,
and
you gonna
downs.
fail first.
It's ups and
Yeah,
downs.
you
for
ain't
a
gonna
reason.
You gotta take a loss. If you don't take a loss, you ain't a right
take a loss
for
for
real.
real.
If you don't take a
For
loss,
sure,
you
you gotta take a
L.
loss. Nobody in this world, not even you. You done took losses yourself.
A lot of them.
You gotta bump your head a couple times just to, you feel me? Because if you don't bump your head, you just gonna think you just like, all right.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
once you
no,
start
nothing.
bumping your head, then you gonna start
Learning.
valuing shit way
Start
more
learning from
and
your
doing certain.
mistakes
Cause
on
yeah,
hood.
once if you don't got if a nigga don't got no mistakes, then what can he learn from?
Why do you guys call yourself East Coast?
We're on the east side of South Central though.
So if you go on the other side of that freeway, you're on the west side now.
So what neighborhood are we in right now?
And now we in the East Coast.
East Coast
Crips.
We in the 6'6s right now.
Yeah, man.
But this hood right here, from Florence.
I thought he was way younger.
It's all called the 6-pack. It's all one hood.
I want to ask you guys this. Who do you guys think is the most successful race in America? By money per capita, which race in America makes the most money, you think?
That's
I ain't gonna lie. A hood, you can say Mexicans, because as far as what they got going, you know, with the borders and shit.
Trying to build everything.
I mean, I don't know. White people, I was about to say, the richest people is the white people.
Can I tell you who makes the most in America? I don't know if it's first or second, but Chinese Americans and Indian Americans, they make more than white, black, Mexican. Why do you think Indian Americans make some of the most in the country?
They hustlers, nigga. They come from
They
nothing
don't
but
care
dirt and
about
mud. What you think you gonna do?
I said they hustlers. Isn't it because
they're not materialistic.
No, nigga, that's the arrangement.
Stores, gas stations, and all the shit.
That's different.
Come on now.
Okay, we're on to something.
Through the family. That shit ain't no just handed down to no weirdo. That shit going right to their cousin, their nephews, their nieces, dead homies. Well,
All right, let me ask you this.
Facts.
There's been a lot
They
of
pass
wild
it
stuff
down.
happening in Los Angeles recently. The riots, ICE, all that. What's your take on it?
Shit, fuck ICE. They better leave the Mexicans alone. We fuck with our Mexicans, man. I ain't gonna lie.
right there.
We fuck with
So
our
do you
Hispanics.
disagree with ICE rounding
Yeah, hell
up?
yeah, we disagree with that shit. We fuck with our Mexicans, bro.
right here.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shit.
Yeah.
So what has it been like in LA the last few months? The riots, the protests, ICE?
I've been in jail.
You were in jail?
Yeah, I just bailed out.
Okay. How are you feeling?
Shit, alright.
Olay
It's crazy
Superstar
how,
body
like,
wash sinks
you
into
don't
my
have
skin
to be
with 5
Mexican
powerful ingredients.
to be a Crip. You don't have to
Marvel
be Mexican
Studios' The
to be a
Fantastic
blood.
Four is the #1 movie in the world. Now
Wait,
playing.
did I say that right? I meant to say
Don't
like
take
Mexicans
slow
can be
or
Crip
names.
or blood.
Secure the
They don't have to be
Dell
underneath
Fiber.
a certain
Now
type
the
of
best
Mexican
internet for
gang.
gaming.
I don't know what
With
he
the
named
lowest
it.
latency in the New York tri-state,
Ontario,
you'll
whatever.
finally stop
Like,
getting
they don't
lost.
have to be that because they're Mexican. They could be
Click
whatever they
now.
want.
With Hotels.com, members save up to
money.
20%. With that kind of discount, you could stay at a...
How long ago did you get out?
A week? Well, 2 days ago.
What was jail like?
Shit, it's regular, you know. If you go in, you know, if it's for your first time, you're gonna feel funny, but for me, it was like normal.
You been there before?
Yeah,
Roughly, if you had to guess, how many times?
2 times.
Okay. So, I see you with a black clique, Mexican guy. Who do you hang out with in jail?
Shit, blocks. Shit, that's what I gotta run.
And is that because you grew up here?
Shit, yeah.
Okay. What % of young men that grew up
That
in this
nigga
area
high.
become East Coast Crips?
Shit, everybody shit. It's a lot of us that grew up over here on hood. That's everybody, like we all cousins and we all family too.
But like, are there people that grow up here that don't choose East Coast Crips?
You know what I mean? I know people who live in different, like, you know, hoods, but we grew up with them. Like me, that's the type of nigga I am. If I grew up with a nigga, I'm not gonna, like, you know, do nothing to him. Like, I'm gonna let him know, like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, like, you slipping, but like, if I know him and I grew up with him, it ain't no smoke. Why would it be smoke if I know you?
One thing I want to
Not in
clarify
New
that
York.
I'm just learning
They'll
more
do it to
is
their
initially
cousin.
I thought if someone's Crip, they're all together. But I've learned there's gangster Crips, there's Hoover Crips, there's East Coast Crips,
don't get along
there's
with
Rolling Crips. What does the breakdown of politics look like?
You just don't get along with some of them. I don't f with niggas. It didn't start off as beef. It didn't start off. It wasn't. The gangs didn't start off to be as a gang for real. It was like Crip is community revolution in progress. It really wasn't no gang. It was really just supposed to be people that was protecting the community type shit.
Some of you may be shocked to hear that Crip sets are beefing with each other. After all, aren't they on the same team? And as one of the top unofficial street anthropologists in the country, here's my hypothesis of 3 key reasons why this is happening. First, back in the day, many gangs had a much stronger centralized leadership and therefore more controls over the actions of their members. However, many leaders of top gangs around the country were either murdered, like Crip leader Raymond Washington, or given life in prison like gangster disciple Kingpin Larry Hoover. Taking out leaders has led to a power vacuum that has led to infighting and chaos. Next,
Facts.
fatherlessness. Some estimates place the number of black kids growing up without a dad in America at 65 to 75%. This is a catastrophic statistic that cannot be overlooked. Finally, we are in an era where rap is dominated by murder music. Some go as far to say that it is a CIA psyop coordinated by the record executives.
People who own the labels own the prisons. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
You know, not saying that the CIA is sitting there writing rhymes, but they may have a deal with the labels.
While that remains to be seen, we have
Facts.
certainly experienced a cultural shift in what rap music is and speaks on. I was on the jail
Especially
phone
in
with
New
my
York,
friend
everybody's in
Superflow
jail.
Dave recently,
That's
and I
signed,
think
too.
he said it best. He said, back in my day, kids idolized hustlers like Young Jeezy and wanted to make money. Now kids idolize rappers like King Von and want to catch a body. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts in the comments supporting or critiquing my theory. Tell me what you think. What is happening now in today's era where Crips are fighting other Crips?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm gonna be very blunt with you, man. You know, there's not a lot I can do about that. There's not a lot I can do about it. And I don't know who can. They can. Those kids that you brought today, I listened to them, you and I talked about it. Education seems to be something that they don't want. They don't want to read. They want to look at YouTube, Twitter, and that's how they're getting educated. Inglewood Crip kills East Side Crip, then they're beefing, but they're all Crips. I don't understand it. I don't. I really don't. I can't speak on it.
So tell me a little of the history out here. Like, how have you grown up here all your life?
Nah, I ain't grew up here all my life. But when my brother died, that's when I got put on. I'm gonna do this shit for cuz. We gonna turn it up for cuz. I'm gonna really, yeah.
So that was a big changing factor in your life.
I wouldn't even say that, because I done been through shit before that on games.
What I've noticed is people that see stuff from a really young age, they see violence, they see really traumatic experiences, it desensitizes them. It kind of makes them a little colder to the world.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I feel that.
Would you say you're optimistic about the future of the world?
I just live day by day.
Yeah. So how far do you map out something? Like, do you think about what you're doing next month at all?
Yeah, like probably like if I got something to do next month, but like I got like, you know, every day, wake up, get your money, cuz everything else with this gangbanging shit gonna come. Your time gonna come to really, yeah. But what I say to everybody is get your money before anything. Cause when you down in that cell, boy, ain't nobody gonna have you but your mama.
Have you done
So
any
what's the
serious
point of
time?
gangbanging then?
As a juvenile.
How is juvenile jail different than adult? Like, is there different stuff? Like, you do school, are you doing courses?
It's like juvenile, I was turning that bitch up. They're homies.
Do you feel like the young guys now are way crazier than back in the day?
Once again, from what I heard, for surely.
Why is this happening? What's happening to our young guys and making them so crazy?
Out here walking around with buttons, nigga. Ain't no 380s around this bitch. Yeah, don't. These generations, every generation change. Every single generation is gonna change a little bit.
What's going on right now that they're so reckless for?
There's a lot of YNs don't got shit to live for, nigga. This shit for death. Nigga on hood, niggas live for this. Niggas live for this life, this gangbanging shit.
OGs from your era would they be baffled to see?
Yes, they'd be baffled on the fact that they're killing each other. They're doing drive-bys. The OGs from my day, it was like back in the 50s of, you know, they said, okay, we're gonna squabble, we're gonna rumble, and we're gonna beat the crap out of each other and go home. Back in the 60s. Back in the 60s, in the late 50s, when I am cognitive of what was going on. They fought, but there was no killing.
We have an exclusive freestyle, baby. Tim Westwood TV.
All right, I go by P1 from the pack on the dead on the blood. Check it out. We gonna make it quick. Hey, mama, I'm sorry I ain't grow up to be a doctor, but they killed Bugsy. That shit ain't sit right on my conscience. This lifestyle ugly, I embrace it. Eastside's finest. Let a fuck nigga touch me. I do him dirty like some laundry. Free C4 and free Lebowski to my partner. Long live blue. Lil' cousin's thirsty for the fauna. I blame the government for the shit they wasn't supplying, so it's fucked. We thug and strip your homie for all his diamonds. No reminder needed. Niggas know me when I step in. Peasky came popping hot shit just like the Reverend. Nigga heard I fucked his main bitch and now he stressing. Just keep all the aggression to yourself when we get extra. Grands on hood.
That was tough. That was tough.
Hey, yo, kids, nigga.
Why is he miming shooting a gun at someone? That seems like a bad idea. Hold on, I gotta ask you a question. Did you just mime popping him? Why would you do such a thing? Is that not risky behavior?
Nah, this one of them blocks.
No, please. What if he did a drive-by and I was here and you were here and we both got hit?
You safe. Just know, you with me, you safe, man.
But we were safe until you went boop, 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 boop.
We safe at all times.
Nah, that's how I be. I be cheap with it.
Why do you think that helicopter is still circling? That's a lot of resources. To keep that bird in the sky is a lot of taxpayer money.
Word. Think about that.
Would you ever do this in a police copter?
BK.
Can I say something that you might find wild at first? Okay, I bet if you sat down, let's just say in another state, you and a cop sat at a bar and shared a beer, I bet you guys would probably, you can have a good time.
Never happened.
Not with one of them in the entire world.
Never. Maybe a female cop though, for sure. Ah, fuck her. The shit out of a female cop.
They have undercovers around here.
Man, that's how this shit get, man. I need that low ski, you hear me? I need to get low. Only my brother though, like I said.
So what? Walk me through what this means.
Yeah, Marley YC, that's my brother that passed away. Comes from right here. HK, BK, nigga knows what this shit mean. Like, for the people that's watching it, they should know. But for the people that want to know, that speaks for itself.
Jet Beezy maintains that PTV is a self-explanatory acronym, but to this day, I'm still unaware of what this means. So if there are any linguistic experts watching this, please let us know in the comments what it means.
I'm trying to think
HK,
myself.
BK.
That's not something I should be saying, right?
Say it.
No.
Go ahead.
H, HB. Hello and hello. That's how I go. Folks, word otherwise, here's some free game if you're going to a hood and talking to a gang member. Be very aware of using K in the wrong circumstance. K means killer, and you might see it in things like EBK, everybody killer, or as you see it on this wall here, BK or HK, which I'm guessing is presumably blood killer or Hoover killer. It is not a friendly thing and can get you in danger. I almost learned the hard way when I was with the Hoover Crips and I made a bad KKK joke that I thought they would find funny. Have you ever tried joining the KKK?
Hell no.
What about...
Hey.
Whoa. Did I say something that was wrong?
Yeah.
What did I say?
That?
I said KKK.
Don't say no.
I said K.
No, you didn't.
So be very careful on how you use K in your speech when you are in the hood. Let me ask you a serious question, okay? If some of these guys came and said, look, we're done with this fighting. We actually think we could be buddies. No, we can make a gigantic group that takes over.
Hell no. No. He back doing. Not possible. Not having it.
They know evil, see no evil, speak no evil. No? Yeah. It's self-explanatory really though. On hood.
We were just chopping it up in the East Coast Crip territory. Any final thoughts, fellas?
Yeah, I don't know what PTV means.
Forever keep that shit lit. Forever keep that shit lit. Straight PTV shit to the death though.
We're gonna go slide, and so I gotta turn the camera off. Ladies and gentlemen, Jet Beezy just dropped a music video today. I linked it in the description. Please go over there, show him some love. As you know, a lot of these guys are relying on rap to make it out, and I think art is a great way to express yourself. So comment Big Dog's Gotta Eat, blow his music video up. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you next week.
Alright, yeah, thank y'all for watching. If y'all made it, put a pumpkin emoji. Till next time.